Mitsubishi. My name is Nathan, and today I'm going to be doing a walk around video on this 2014 Holden Cruze Z Series. Now we'll run through pretty much the condition on the vehicle as well as some of the features that does come in this particular model, and it does have a few little extra comfort creature features. So taking a look at the front of the vehicle, now this car is a black color, presents very well. Now on black, most of the blemishes and marks will be very noticeable, so I'll try my best to point that out for you. But from what I can see on the front bar, there doesn't seem to be any damage, no stone chips, no marks. We possibly have gone through and done some touch-ups, but it's actually not very noticeable, so it presents pretty well. Paint actually feels very smooth, so very well maintained vehicle. Now all the chrome garnishes on the front end just break it up a little bit, but also do also present pretty well, so those are good things to point out. Fog lamps are fitted down the bottom. Now this fog lamp cover does seem to be popping out a little bit. I'm sure our workshop will actually push that in for us, so you don't need to worry too much about that. But I will note that that is there at the time of this video, but we will endure to get that sorted out before this car is picked up. Big headlights, indicator lamps fitted into the corner there, and you've got those nice big headlight lamps in the middle. Now coming over to that first alloy wheel, you've got a multi-spoke design. It's got this really cool black lugs in the middle. I quite like it, breaks it up a little bit, fits pretty well. Now the rims present in excellent condition. You can see there's no real damage to them or marks, and you've got lots of tread remaining on these tires, possibly new at the time of this video. They look like they've got a lot of tread on them, so they also present really well. Now panning across the side of the vehicle, as I said, black car, does have the color match side mirrors. Door handles are also in a black, but there is a chrome plate over the top. Again, to break it up, it does blend in kind of beautifully with that Z Series badging at the bottom, and the indicator lamp is fitted into that quarter panel for us. The car does come with 2 keys. It is a keyless entry vehicle, so you do note there is that little button there that'll allow you to lock and unlock the vehicle as you please. Now on the side mirror here, just on this plate where it is mounted, you can see there is a bit of fading, maybe overspray. I don't think it's overspray. It looks like it could be fading, possibly due to the sun. It does happen on cars, but just so you're aware, those are there. Now there are light scratching marks along the door here, very, very faint, probably from people just trying to grab the door in the dark or something like that. Doesn't seem significant that it's actually damaged the paint, but you can see the marks in there if you're quite close to it. Now having a look inside the car itself, carpet mats are very clean. Being the Z Series, it does come with the leather seats, and the bolsters are in excellent condition, no damage, still quite firm, holding that shape pretty well, and it's going to hold you pretty comfortably in that seat. No stains or marks either that I can see. Like I said, carpet mats are very clean. There is also this Holden scuff plate here that is going to protect the paintwork, especially when you get in and out of the car. People tend to chip their paint on that trim, so it's good to see that is there. And door card also presents in very good condition. Now this car does come with tint fitted onto it, so that's going to save you a little bit of money. We always encourage people to use tint, so it's good to see that the previous owner has opted for that. Chrome plate also on that back door. And having a look inside the back seats, just to show you the condition, you can see back seats also present quite well. There's no real damage or marks. Can't notice any stains from here. Maybe just some light ones just due to wear and tear, but other than that, the car actually presents pretty well. Fuel filler cap is on the driver's side, so easy to access, get in and out. Now it does pop out when you just press it, but when the car is locked, that's not going to open up. That second wheel also completely unmarked, no damage on that rim whatsoever, and you've got plenty of tread remaining on those tires. Coming across to the tailgate, Cruze badging at the top left, nice chrome plate across the back there. The car does have reverse parking sensors along the bottom. It's going to help parking close to something, but there is also that reverse camera, which you will get to see in a bit. But that reverse camera is very clear, very crisp image, and it's going to give you a very good indication of where to park. Big brake lights at the back. Now the tailgate, if you do notice, presents pretty well. There is a button here to release the boot, or you've got the remotes on the keys which can do that for you. Having a look in the boot, one thing with Holdens is they actually have a lot of space in their boot. You've got the genuine carpet mats, Z Series carpet mats. We have detailed it slightly, so they've just put it in the back to clear out the car, but boot lining is in good condition. And if I lift this up, you can see that space saver spare wheel located underneath with the with the jack and tools located under that. So you just uncap the wheel and the jack and tools are located underneath. Does come with this really cool boot lip, just adds a little bit of a sportiness to the vehicle, doesn't make it look so plain. Paintwork on this side of the car is also very good. That third rim, generally this is the side with the most damage, so I'm going to be super picky, but there's no damage on that rim there. Few maybe minor scratches again just near the door handles from people grabbing the car. Another real hairline kind of scratch along here. You can see It's all very minor marks, but like I said, on a black car, you're going to notice everything. So it's good to see that it's not really that significant. A bit of fading here, as the same in the other side. Could just be the plastics. Very minor scuff just on the edge of that side mirror there, but other than that, pretty good. And that fourth rim, here we go. Generally, this is the one that does get a bit of damage, so there is a very light scratchings here on the actual spoke, but other than that, the rim's in good condition. And guys, it's a pretty clean car. It's very good, and for its color, it actually presents pretty well. Got 3 rims which are completely unmarked, one with slight scuffing, lots of tread remaining on those tires, and just a very well maintained, good presenting Holden Cruze. So what we're going to do is pop the hood and take a look inside. Having a look inside the engine bay of the Cruze, as you can see, it does have that Holden Ecotech plate there, just to show that it is not just your standard motor, but it does have that slightly different engineering. Very spacious engine bay, oil filler cap there, and also your oil dipstick. Coolant reservoir is located at the top, so make sure you check all these things and they're topped up. Wiper and washer fluid is located right here, just tucked away, and your fuse box is right there, so right near the battery terminal. So all the pretty much key components of the vehicle are located right in front of you. Now this car has a 4-cylinder 1.8 litre petrol motor. It does come with a 6-speed automatic gearbox. Now this car does have a 5-star ANCAP rating with 6 airbags, so lots of safety for all 5 passengers in the vehicle. This little motor produces 104 kilowatts with 175 newton meters of torque, so plenty of torque and power, pretty much for any payload needs. Does have a 60 litre capacity fuel tank, does run on your regular 91 petrol, and you'll see combined fuel consumption of 7.4 litres per 100, or an average fuel distance of about 811 kilometers off a full tank, all depending on how you drive and what kind of weight you're carrying around. Alright, taking a look inside the Holden Cruze. Now as you can see, the car actually presents pretty well on the interior. All the fascia kit seems to be in good condition. There's no cracks or damage on there. The interior leather is still in good nick. Very comfortable to sit on. Bolsters don't feel uneven. It's actually pretty good on the inside. So I will touch on pretty much what we can see in front of us. So driver's side door, do get your window controls. Now they are fully automatic up and down for all 4 windows, which is good to see. Might just be standard up though. Window lock controls behind that, and also your side mirror toggles are located above that. On the right hand side of the dash, the first dial there that you can see, that is your headlight controls, like most Holdens, or pretty much all of them at the moment. Now these come with an automatic headlight system, so you just want to leave it in auto. Car's going to do all the work for you, or you can force on by actually twisting it over to the right. So it depends on what you want, and then pressing that is going to turn on your fog lamps. This little dial here is for the brightness of your actual cluster. Now on the steering column, you have your left and right indicator, high beam located on that stalk as well, and a little menu option. Now that is for the display that is located right in the middle there. If I drop the steering wheel a bit, you can see there's a smaller display that's going to give you your oil, your speed, your pretty much any kind of driver information that you need to know. Left hand side has your wipers and washers. Now the steering wheel is a very comfortable leather stitch steering wheel. It still presents in pretty good condition. Yeah, it's possibly maybe a little bit worn out or a slight fading of the color, but it's not really noticeable. It only is a bit noticeable in comparison to the horn itself. On the right hand side are all your cruise control settings with your media options with your volume, source, call, reject, and mute. And your left hand side has your cruise control settings with your speed limiter. Now coming over to the entertainment system, actually just before we go over there, your engine stop start button is also located just on the left hand side of the steering wheel. Coming over to the entertainment system, now you've got Holden's Mylink System. So if I just press home, that's going to take us to this menu here. Now it is touchscreen, so you can use the touchscreen option, or you can just use the hard buttons that are located below that. So very easy system to use, hard buttons and touchscreen. Now this comes with the AM/FM radio, Bluetooth connectivity for your mobile phone. It does also have your Pandora Connect and USB input and Bluetooth input, as you can see, as well as auxiliary. So pretty much everything you can get in a car is going to be located in here. Your CD input is located below that, power and volume. Down underneath is just an indicator for your seat belts, your central locking and your hazards, as well as your AC system. So you've got your fan speed on your right, temperature on the left. It is just a single zone, so you'll control both driver and passenger settings, and all your modes in between. Now this car also comes with heated seats, so all you have to do is simply press the tab. You can see 3 lights are lit up, pressing it again, 2 and 1. So you can adjust the kind of heating that you also want on these seats. Now there is a small storage compartment, good to keep the keys as it is a keyless vehicle, so you can just keep a key in there, start the car, whatever you want it to do. Now the gear shifter, pretty comfortable gear shifter. If I bring that down into reverse, smooths quite swiftly. You can see that, shifts quite smoothly. You can see that reverse camera located just below the rear lip, and pretty good condition. You can also see the rear bar there, and very, very clear, good color as well. So you can see all the greens, the grays, the browns, very nice contrast on that actual reverse camera. If I bring that down into drive and actually flick it to the left, that is going to engage the sports shift system. So it allows you to control the gears manually yourself if you wanted a bit of additional control over the car, or just leave it in drive. The car's going to do everything for you. Behind that is a 12-volt socket for any extra charging, not a cigarette lighter. There is also a cup holder here, which is spring loaded. So whatever you can also pull this compartment out if you didn't want to use that. Or actually, sorry, you can slide it across and adjust it however you wanted to keep it. Nice manual handbrake, pretty well located, I gotta say, because it's quite comfortable to use. A very small center console armrest, but if you lift that up, you can see there is a storage compartment below that with a USB input and also a auxiliary input for your head unit. Now that will also tuck away like that, so you're not going to be picking up any dirt in there. I'll get the camera person to just pan around, show you the back. There is another 12-volt socket at the back here, so the passengers can have charging capabilities. There are ISO fixed points and tether points on the back of these seats. Nice leather interior on the back as well. The rear seats still present quite well. 2 cup holders in that armrest. And yeah, it's actually quite clean on the inside, I gotta say. Very well maintained vehicle. Carpet lining is very clean, and the roof lining is also in very good condition, still holding its color and no kind of marks or stains. So what we'll do is jump outside and wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching the walk around video on this 2014 Holden Cruze Z series. Now I hope the video gave you a good representation as to the condition of the vehicle, as well as some of the features that you get in this particular model. And as you can see, car does present pretty well, interior and exterior. Very clean engine bay. It does have some of those cool creature features like a heated seat, so it is pretty fitted out. Now if you do have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. Just before I go, this car does actually qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan. Now what that will offer you is 5 years additional protection on 181 electrical and mechanical components of this vehicle. It does also come with the added benefit of 10 years platinum roadside assistance nationwide. So again, if you plan on keeping this car for a long time, which I assure you would, there is great value in this service. In addition to that, would highly recommend you talk to us about our glass coat, because that is going to give you a lifetime warranty on this beautiful black paintwork. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to clean and maintain, and it's going to keep it looking as black and mirror-like as possible for as long as you own it. So make sure you ask us about these 2 things. They are at an additional cost. However, if you're using our in-house finance, would love to introduce you to our business managers, Julie and Mario, who show just some minimal diesel effective repayments. Now lastly, but most importantly, make sure you jump on a Google, search up Berwick Mitsubishi and see what people have to say about us. With over 1,100 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, gives you the assurance as a buyer that you're dealing with the right people and the right kind of business for a good quality vehicle. Now, as I mentioned before, if you did have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. My name is Nathan. Thank you so much for watching.